Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. You guys liked the fairy cards so much yesterday that I thought I'd reuse them, and I thought they did look really ethereal and beautiful. And thanks for all your fun comments on The Witcher 2. I just started watching it as well yesterday, and I love that kind of magical mystery land with, all these beautiful heroic notions and all of that kind of fantasy land. But what I love most about those type of epics and The Hobbit and any of those is the beautiful life lessons that you take from that. The fact that several of the characters, seem like they lead several lives, especially if they have magic involved, but where some of them say that they still hadn't experienced anything that made them happy or fulfilled, because oftentimes we think we have all the time in the world, so we're chasing the wrong things. We think, we may want money, renown, fame, just things that are kind of beautiful on the surface, but if we don't have, say, a true love for self and a sense of worthiness. There was this one point in the show where somebody says it doesn't matter if you had all the beauty and all the power in the world, you still wouldn't think you were worthy of anything. And at that point, it was like so true of the character. And I think that's true to life for most of us. When we know that we're worthy and that we have value, it doesn't matter if, we have 2 cents to our name or $2 billion to our name. We're going to act in accordance with this beautiful self-love that cares for ourselves and others, and still think, and know intrinsically that we have value and worth, that it's not a monetary amount. It is not about how many friends we have, how many clothes we have, what our job title is, any of that. It's, our inner strength. It's our beautiful perspective on the world, and that's what gives us value. And I thought there's so many beautiful pertinent points to that are so touching and really tap in on the magic that is life when we believe in ourselves and we have creativity and love and artistry and we look for it and connectivity. And that's one of the reasons I love YouTube so much. Whenever I'm feeling a little off center or inundated with work, I'll go on and I'll see a speaker or a reader. I immediately connect with, my energy goes up, my frequency goes up. I feel good, I feel connected, and I know that other people are going through the same exact things I have at certain points in life, and that's what I love about this too. So thank you guys so much for connecting with me and sharing how my words impact you and how your life is changing for the better, and you're recognizing the strength and value in yourself. It's commendable and beautiful, and it's amazing because it's easy to just kind of get in that comfort seat and just do the same things over and feel safe and feel like nobody can touch you, but we're not learning, growing, expanding, or any of that. And now with 2020 coming, it's absolute age of Aquarius, where we're all thriving in really big ways and learning and yearning for love and care and really soul searching, those big answers of what is something that I could do that is meaningful? How do I add meaningfulness to my life and day that gives it purpose, right? Oftentimes, as soon as I start a creative endeavor, that's something that I feel good about. Creating a video, that's something that wasn't here before that is now here and has value, is a wonderful thing. So let's see sort of what's coming for you. We have 3 choices. We have The Secret Doorway, also number 5, Working with Intuition, Second Sight Opening, Dimensional Doorways. Number 2 is Gossamer Princess, Communication, Relationships, Work to be Done. I love that. And then Riddle Fisher, Divination, Seeking Out and Finding Answers. Number 3. And corresponding with this is number 12. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to begin with number 1. Right away, I feel like if you chose this, I feel like a lot of you guys do have great intuition, and when you choose to tap into it, some magical things happen. We get good self-advice, right? We know the right people to reach out to, the right people to listen to. We have new innovative ways of finding out answers that are stress-free, right? We let the dreamscape take care of it. We do open writing. We do all these methods that help us. And our intuition is wonderful because it's mostly and completely from soul and heart space, as opposed to logic, which logic can be overcritical in some aspects. Should I go for this job interview? We can talk ourselves out of anything logically, right? Oh, I'll have to commute 30 minutes. I'll have to do this, that, and the other. But intuitively, we're like, did we like that building space? Did it feel open, free, and good energy? So on and so forth, right? Those type of askings. So let's see what's coming. Yay. We have Little Boy Blue, Dreams Come True, Return of the Soul. Because you are now listening to your intuition and your soul mission, your life path, whatever you call it, You're starting to make things become reality and pull them into the 3D. This happens to me every day. I set a little goal. I put my focus and tension on it. Know it's worth going after, knowing I'm worthy of it. It's worthy of me, that I want to be able to create and grow. So what I do is I move towards that. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to open the door really quick because I have a cat going mental and crying, and it's hugely distracting. He thinks this is, I'm taping. He thinks that this is his room. So I'm going to let him have it. Yeah, I don't like to stop and start the thing because it's like I am terrible at cutting pasting and I don't like to do that. But Mochi has had run of this particular room, so he thinks he owns it. Again, your dreams are coming true. Don't doubt that. What happens is that first seed of victory comes in, that kind of win, and people are like, that's a fluke. That's just something, is because I worked hard at it, whatever. But a lot of things can come to us with great ease if we just identify first what it is, right? Get rid of not what we don't want. We don't want to be thinking of that and bringing that into the area, right? The only things we want to pull in is what we want. But what we do directly after we identify what we want is we take 2 or 3 steps towards that immediately. One, writing it down and focusing on it, put a good intention behind it, have gratitude for the fact that we had that idea of something that's going to enliven, invigorate, and improve our lives. And then we start to take steps towards that. If it is like a private endeavor that you want to, just say start a YouTube for a channel, for instance. What topics would you want to cover? What level of kind of expertise or fun or information do you have to share with everybody? And what could the world really use to hear and see right now? Those type of things. And then you start to make a couple videos and you look at them and you make sure you have good sound, good video, the video is good, all of that. You start to put things into place, the physical things into place for that. I call it the party planning stage. You have some kind of dream and you want to initiate it, right? It's like planning a party. What do you want to see when you first walk into this party? What colors do you want to see? Do you want it to have lots of balloons, lots of flowers, vibrancy, all of that? You need the envisionment process to start to bring it about. And because of this, and you're doing that, your dreams are starting to fall into place. For a lot of you guys, it's your soulmates. You've called in that energy. You realize that, it's your time. You have planted those seeds. Oh, look, fairy lovers, new love, courtship, romance, and falling in love. A lot of you guys. So this is love-based for a lot of you. A lot of you guys, I feel too. It's a lifestyle change, but the ones that are looking for love and that's something that they want their dreams to come true, they're bringing this. And I feel like it's directly after the new year as well. This portal is opening where our true, basic, authentic selves are coming out in full force. Nobody wants to pretend anything that they're not. They don't want to pretend to be something, have something, or any of that. They just want their true identity of who they are, what's important to them, how they want to speak, act, looks, whatever it is coming through. Therefore, your vibrancy and your frequency go way up. Your confidence in who you are and what you want goes up. And it works like a huge magnet for your soulmates and this big romantic love that is coming your way. So get ready, put your phone down, make eye contact, be really aware of who's around you. One sec, I had to have a sip of coffee. What also we need to do is be able to read body language, because so many people are oblivious to it. And how to tell that somebody's attracted is so simple sometimes. It's a little prolonged eye contact. They are not in a defensive pose. Their arms are down. They're not blocking their chest. Their feet are facing you. A lot of times their mouth is slightly open. Their jaws relax. It's one of those things where when you're naturally attracted to something, everything kind of relaxes and you lean in. They may be standing a little closer. One of those things, you notice them noticing you in class, at work, someplace, and it's going to click with you. You're just going to notice that and feel that, because again, your intuition is kind of amped up. You know it's coming and you're going to be able to read all these beautiful signs. And it's gorgeous. So I love that. So you also have, I love the Barnabas and the Prince card, adventures, discovery, travel, meeting destiny. Your destined one that's coming in, your destined. This is why I love the Witcher so much, because they're saying, you can't escape your destiny. You really can't escape this beautiful, powerful love that's coming in, this beautiful, powerful destination that you're bringing yourself to, because you're using the law of attraction and you're manifesting it and you're pulling yourself forward with this great, I want change, I want vitality in life and interesting things and great conversation and earthy people and all of this, and you're bringing it about through your sheer will and using your manifestation process. And because of this, and I feel like part of this new love adventure is where you're going to have these travel. I feel like you're going to be in this beautiful honeymoon phase where you're going places. There's someone who loves to travel and see the world and see places, and they want to bring you on all these expeditions with them. and you're having a great time. Again, you're meeting destiny. This is when you have all three of these together, it's big love, it's big adventure, it's big satisfaction. You just feeling like my life could not be any fuller or more beautiful at this moment. So gorgeous energy, group one. I love that for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. My name is Melanie. All my links are down below. If you want a private read and really get like all the little details on this, just let me know and you can contact me below. Thank you for all your support and love you guys, you patrons, everyone. I am super stoked for this group right away, you guys. I'm feeling, put a little effort when you go out there to really look up and observe and have conversations. I feel like you're the type of person intuitively, you'll know right away, oh, this is my person. This is my destined person. This is somebody that I definitely can connect to. And I always feel like when it's this kind of energy of Barnabas and the Prince, that is definitely somebody, that is very suave and elegant and together. And again, well-traveled, adventurous, and fun. So beautiful energy, group one. Now we're on to number 2, Gossamer Princess. Communication, relationship, work to be done. So this I'm feeling too, that if you have a family member or a work member or somebody who's acting a little bit off and communication is not at its optimal right now, you have all the assets possible at your fingertips to reconnect and have this go very richly and calmly and smoothly, simply by not implementing any kind of finger pointing, any kind of criticism or anything like that. Simply listen, something kind of went off the rails and it's very unfortunate, but you're important to me and I don't care about I don't care about who's right and who's wrong, but I do care about having you in my life and being able to speak to you. You do it very diplomatically and simply. If you want that, this reparation is going to be easy for you to have for sure. I also feel that you're just going to have really amped up, souped up, an extra gear in your cog for communicating right now. Whatever you need to say, the words are going to be very fluid and beautiful and efficient to get you what you need, whether it's at a job interview, in a relationship, whatever it is. I feel like you can just maneuver this beautiful kind of a verbal slip and slide where all of a sudden you're pulling words out that are creating pictures for other people that they can follow beautifully, and you're emanating this kind of confidence and really impactful speaking right now. So use it to your advantage because a lot of stuff is going on in the right direction for you right now. Oh, nice. You also have, excellent. You have Beauty and the Beast, Unconditional Love. This is also, I'm feeling, to feel this for yourself continually, because when we provide this for ourselves, other people then come in and we love other people unconditionally. They in turn do that for us. It is unfortunate that sometimes parents, grandparents, sisters, whomever, they place conditions on love. Oh, you can come do this with me and we'll have the best time if you do that, or you exclude that person, or this happens. That's not unconditional love. But when we show that towards other and it's judgment free and it's being critical free of them, we start to receive that because we're acting in a certain kind of energy and behavior that's conducive for others to do that for us, right? Have you ever, I love when somebody does a social guffaw or something, they put a misstep and someone comes in and helps them and rights the situation and does it in a very suave way and makes that quickly forgotten and helps that person socially. I love that so much, as opposed to someone who jumps in, if somebody misuses a word out of context or whatever, that person that jumps in and tries to embarrass them and keeps bringing it up, that's so agitating and it's so annoying. And if you have anybody around you with that, try to stay away from that kind of energy, because people that do that, I definitely feel like they will tear down others to elevate themselves, and that's not a good energy. And I feel like you're working towards this thing where you would quickly try to come to someone's aid and make them feel better. And so you have a lot of people that do love you unconditionally, and just you need to remind yourself of that, that you have love, that you have caring souls around there for you. But remember to do that for yourself too. Who cares if you're not looking all aces and Vogue ready? Who cares if you don't have a fat wallet full of money to spend on the best coffee and caviar in the world? Who cares if your wardrobe isn't all of that kind of stuff? Nothing has to be this perfection and this it's such an outdated, ridiculous premise that you see on Instagram and everywhere else of people actually spending money that they don't have on things they don't want or need so they can appear a certain way. It's so going to fall by the wayside, and all of that's just going to disappear. And the real people are going to step up. The real people that have meaningful interactions and lifestyles are going to come to the forefront. Because I love this. The keeper of the secrets is using your discernment, confide in a trusted friend, and be silent about knowledge. I feel like some very important information is going to come your way. Just keep it to yourself until you can kind of ruminate over it and really figure out what is what and why this information came to you and how it could be used for its most positive aspect down the road. It's not one of those things that we just splay out for gossip or to be we know more than you type of thing, anything like that. This came to you for a reason. You're special. You're meant to know this so you can elevate and help your life in some way. And then if you really feel like something big is coming in your life, like you have a great idea, talk to a trusted friend about that. Just be if it's a great idea, because again, I feel like intellectual theft could kind of be on the shelf if we're not careful right now. I feel like a lot of you people are gifted in your ideas. You're super creative. There might be one or two people out there that wouldn't mind trying to take that information and making it their own, and we definitely don't want that to happen, because I feel like it's your time to shine and sparkle and get some recognition. So we have love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So if you did have a feeling while you were watching this and thinking, how's my love life going? I feel like if you have had like a dry spell, or you felt like, people weren't really taking notice or involving you, or the romantic section was getting a little neglected, that now you're going to have this fresh excitement in your love field, in your romantic sphere, where you're actually manifesting this and drawing it to you. Your vibration and frequency is picking up. You're feeling good and optimistic about certain areas of your life in the next upcoming weeks. And what happens is like attracts like. When people are energetic, happy, and focused on something, and they're enlivening and they're invigorated and they're purposeful, other people are very attracted to that, right? I feel like people tire of the doom and gloom and and people that are just so living in their own little kind of selfish worlds, that people are far removed from that. And because you're going out there with this new kind of immersion in your creativity and your focus on people, and you love people watching and all of that, that you're bringing this beautiful romance into your life. And it's exciting and you deserve it. So I'm just going to pull two of these for some overarching energy as well. So what do we have here? The Hierophant. Amazing. The Hierophant and the Devil. Okay, so I feel like somebody's going to become obsessed with you. Don't be afraid of this. This is not a crazy thing. With the Hierophant, this is you being able to have pretty much whatever you want, being able to have, the Hierophant always has the keys that open the door, push it open. So whether it's enlightenment, higher spirituality, all of this stuff, you're going to have a distinct knowing of things occurring before they occur. Somehow you're tapped into that energy. And I feel that there might be one or two people that just all of a sudden they feel your power and kind of like your majesty and everything that you have going on. They become a little obsessive with you, perhaps maybe on social media, or you just feel like somebody's always staring at you. It's not dangerous or whatever, but it's the devil can be about several different things, but in this I feel like it's a little obsessive behavior and someone obsessing over you, and that's okay. You're just like a huge magnet for this attraction right now, and just be honest and very clear, if somebody approaches you and, they're constantly DMing you or constantly doing something that you're like, listen, either you A, are interested, or B, you are not, and making strong boundaries right there, because that's all that this entails. I just feel like you're just kind of like going to be in this flurry of attention where people are just really digging you. They just really are. You have this heightened sense of beauty and ethereal charisma is very, very attractive. So you're just going to have people that are just super hot for you. That's all. But a little obsessed, like overdoing it. Like, okay, you don't have to go on and on 10 times how, gorgeous, winning, or whatever I am. That type of thing where you're like, this is a little much. It's charming and it's sweet, but it's one of those things where you're like, it's not anything, like crazy or anything, but it is a little obsessive. So you're like, I'm good. But again, you're going to have amazing insights to things. I think that's why this came up. You're going to have like superior kind of like mental breakthroughs with things where you have immense ideas and they are worth money. So be careful who you share them with, group 2. So beautiful energy. Yay. And love. Again, also sharing your love life very quickly with somebody who might not be as supportive as they should be because they don't feel like where they're at like that too romantically. Things like that. So beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. And if you want to see my Etsy store, Goddess Provisions Box, come see me on Instantgo or Instagram. Come on over there. Yeah, using your discernment, you're going to just really come out on this and top, yeah, game over, you win. Beautiful energy. So now we're on to number 3, the riddle fisher. So this is about divination, seeking out and finding answers. I do this consistently with all different type of things. Oftentimes I'm noticing myself lately to bring my energy down so I can focus it, because I get so excited about the holidays. Then when I really need to focus on a certain topic for a reading or a private read or something, I will do fire gazing and flame gazing. It's very helpful. It centers me. It brings me down. I get really connected and grounded through that. So whatever works for divination with you. Oftentimes, if you have a deck or an oracle deck around, just shuffling it and looking at it and reading the words and getting tapped into that is very helpful to get reconnected to that energy, because I feel like your powers of divination are very strong right now, and you're able to connect in a really unique and powerful way these upcoming weeks for sure. I just feel like you're just really on top of your game. Let's start with this right here. Catch me. Surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. Just surrender to it. Really, really trust in the universe. This is kind of like the Fool card on steroids, where you just know that the divine, that source, that archangels have your back. And I feel like Archangel Metatron as well as Archangel Michael are really strong and within you and around you and guiding you and helping you. So feel free to ask. I feel like you always have an angel or two that's in your periphery that has, is sending you information to, because you're really on this kind of breakthrough path of life right now, where full self-acceptance, where you feel good, you feel positive, you feel free, and you feel like you're ready to just charge whatever your dream is head on, and they're there for you, supporting you in a very big way. So know what you attempt, you're going to be successful at. Know it. I get in my car every day, I ask Archangel Michael, please protect me and my family when I'm driving. All the time. I feel it all the time. And I can't even count the number of times, you guys, where I knew to get off an exit, to pull over, to slow down, to do something. And it has a close calls of people running through 50 miles an hour, a 4-way red light, and stopping before even getting there. Things like that. It's very helpful. And we do feel like, wow, there's a guiding, loving source protecting us. Now, this 2 portals to the fairy wheel of the year, galactic and Gaian entry points, we're really going to feel the nature, the nurturing nature energy that's out there too, where oftentimes if I'm just like tree gazing, all of a sudden a calmness comes over me. That's kind of that beautiful Gaian entry point where you move through that and you receive these messages, that you feel plenty, you feel full, you feel there is a bounty, you feel there's abundance, all of that thing where there's glee and happiness and jubilance. The fairy world is about things that tick along brightly and beautifully, right? They love sparkle and glitter and gems and flowers and things that are beautiful and magical and light and bright, right? And that's what you're kind of going to tap into with your creativity and using things like that. Even if it's just doing your nails fun with glitter on it. This is trying to fly out 100 miles an hour. What is this? Oh, 7 of Cups. So choices. You're going to have lots of choice. Look at that guy popping out. I'm seeing these symbols over and over. And it was interesting in The Witcher because I love that the Jinn's kind of big tattoo thing and symbol on his jar was something similar like that. I really, really am into symbolism and all of that. And whenever I can, I will make sigils and put them in my window for all kinds of things. Okay, let's see what else is going. So again, you're going to have lots of choices. 7 of Cups is usually shown in with a whole bunch of cups with different things in it, jewels, this and that. This is with what's going on with this. I feel like you're going to be able to pick and choose exactly what you need with discernment and leave the rest behind so you're not convoluted or distracted. Now, yeah, the 5 of Stones is saying right now too, hold on, let me get back to that in a minute, because I want to see what this is. Death. Yeah, this is really good. I know this can seem like it seems weird, but now you're letting go. You are completely letting go of the old ways, because 5 of Pentacles, 5 of all these things can feel like we don't have enough, or we're misdirected, or there's conflict. So what's happening with this is now that you have discernment and you're moving in the right direction and making wise choices, you're really letting go of extra. You don't need extra or those things where you think you need to be more, buy more, all of that. You're really streamlining in your budget, how you think, who you hang out with, really, really using your time extremely wisely to the benefit of your health, to the benefit of your economic state, to everything. You just are clued in now where you're like, wow, I gave away so much energy. I was saying yes to everything, going to all these expensive lunches or going on shopping trips with people to try to fit in or do things which aren't necessary. I don't need these things. They take my energy. They're not a great time for me. I don't know why I was saying yes to those things. This is your really energy reserve time for you, because I feel like a lot of you guys are very artistic and you like time alone to read, to get cozy, to be in your little cave and have your beautiful kind of hermit moments and create art and all of that and learn things. And you're like, I just don't want that expenditure of energy anymore. So I feel depleted and I don't feel like I have the money that I need or the resources or things like that. You now feel like you're feeling good. I just feel like things are light and bright and cheerful, and you're just not giving away any kind of power or time anymore. You want to utilize it to your benefit. You also have perfect timing would say this is the right time for you to move forward. So if you're thinking about making a choice of staying in a relationship and it feels good and it's on track, say yes to it. Say yes to, and this is what I always want people to know, they're never trapped. Nothing is ever final. If you say yes to a job interview, that doesn't mean you have to work for that company. If you say yes to an engagement, that doesn't mean you have to marry that person. If you say yes to whatever, you have a choice to maneuver, shift, and go whatever way you want, whenever you want. And this kind of divine timing is going to show itself beautifully for you and go, okay, here we go. You're ready, and you're going to feel it in your heart, soul, and mind, and just go. You're going to know that you're able to do this without any kind of, glance over your shoulder. You've just got it. I feel like you're just there and you're feeling really good. And with this, you're letting go and you're detaching and moving on from stuff that just doesn't work. You're like, no. You ever just say yes to somebody and then you're like, you were thinking right away that you had an excuse to not do that? I'm like, why do we do that? That's why I always tell people, unless it's an emphatic yes right away, to always say, oh, well, let me get back to you. So you have time to say no head on without having to go back and retrace your steps. You always have that choice. Thank you so much for the invitation, but I'm busy. That's it. You don't have to say that right away if you're feeling uncomfortable, but you can say, oh, let me get back to you. I don't know what's going on. But people just say yes automatically because they think they're supposed to and they think it's a polite thing to do. That way they're giving away their time, their energy to something they don't even really want to be involved in, but not you. I love this crystal magic, creation, dawn in the beginning. Something new is coming in for you that's very powerful. I can feel it like a new understanding that sets you free from a lot of old behaviors that just didn't work for you. That's why I think the death card came up too. You used to do things that kind of made you a prisoner in your own world. I don't know if it was just some kind of schedule you had made for yourself that was a little hard on you and making you tired, where you were doing too much too often, maybe not looking after your diet, just pushing, trying to achieve without having those beautiful restful moments where you feel like you can indulge and have a good time and be restful. And I feel like this is your aha moment where you're like, I get it now. That's why I was run down. That's why I wasn't feeling good. Release. A lot of times it's too many choices and saying yes to too many things that don't deserve your attention and don't deserve your responses. And now you're like, I've got this. You're really clarifying what it is you want in a beautiful way. Anybody that used to be imposing or unpleasant to you, goodbye. You don't have time for that. Any chores that you took on just out of the niceness out of your heart, but somebody thought all of a sudden that that's now your job. No, thank you. I'm good. I have enough on my plate. Things like that. You're releasing all of these duties and things that you felt obligated to do that simply aren't yours. They are not your obligations. They are not yours. So you feel freed. So that weight lifted. You're now putting your attention in all the beautiful endeavors you want to. Ask for what you want right now and be honest, because it's going to come your way. I feel like you're going to have a lot of premonitions, like right before things are going a certain way, and you're going to be able to use that energy. So spend a lot of time creative daydreaming and writing down, because I feel like, you're able to manifest. Your expectations are going to get more optimistic and happier by the day, and you're going to be able to galvanize yourself constantly in that direction of success and feeling grounded and loving and together. And that makes for a solid person, and then you feel good and you're able to say, here are my boundaries, so no thank you with that garbagio. I choose to have peace of mind over this craziness right here. So beautiful energy group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my link is always are down below. I'm going to go upload for you.